Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is David, and on this episode, during our off season, we do maintenance. So as you may have seen in some of our other videos, and I'll put links to that, but we just did the differential cover upgrade on the pickup truck, and we got the AmSoil bypass filter coming very soon, and a bonus one. So make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so that you do get these notifications, because this one kind of snuck in on me. I wasn't prepared to do this, but well, I'll explain later. So hang around and come back for that one. To the generator, or for our generator, we are going to do some upgrades today. We're going to put a new spark plug in and a new air filter. Alright, first thing we're going to do is start this up, let it run for a few minutes. We want those metals to be a little bit warm before we start prying on them. Now, my battery leads have broken off, and or the battery is dead. We had some damage when we went to Colorado, and this thing bounced up and hit the bottom of the kingpin. So the battery leads have either gone bad or the battery itself's gone bad. So I get to crank it by hand. So it's cold, about 45 degrees, and we are going to get the pull started. Wow, that thing started right up. First pull. All right, we'll let it warm up, and then we are going to do our work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start taking this cover off and get access to all of the components. One thing I failed to mention in my opening statements is we're also going to do a delete. Now, as I mentioned in the earlier video about doing deletes, this one is the charcoal canister delete, and the reason I want to delete this is that it helps the engine to run more efficient without it, and its purpose, from what I understand, is to help vapors from the fuel tank to have a place to go, and it goes through the charcoal canister for expansion of the fuel tank into the charcoal canister. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take these two hoses off. Now, I've already removed these clamps. I pushed them back, got this one off, and just remove these two hoses. And now this one doesn't remove that easily. I'd already start prying it off, and I had to break the seal of this with a small screwdriver, just kind of break it loose. And then this one, there we go, it pulls free. This canister is held on by these two, looks like it says 8.8. I'm assuming that's in millimeters. I doubt that I have an 8.8 millimeter. Let's see what I got. So I got my trusty 8 millimeter out. I think that's all it's going to need. And let's get this one loose. There we go. And there you go. That's simple. Nothing in it. But look, I mean, it's vented straight out. So I don't know really what kind of purpose it serves. All right. Now, some say to cap these off, and some say not to. It looks like this could be an air intake for the filter, which is in here. Let's see. There's that. There is a little clip on the bottom of this canister as well, so we'll need to pop that off. This thing only breathes through that little tube. That's kind of amazing, really. and there's oil on this filter. So I see motor oil. I'm guessing it's motor oil right here at the base. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure if this is showing up on camera. I'll try to. It's right here, right there. So let's take that out. Right there. We'll get the rag and wipe that out. Right. It's a little tight fit, but we're gonna give it a try. Oil, or, you know, before I've winterized it, I put some of the Sta-Bil in it. I don't know if that would cause it to have any kind of a residue. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Alright, we're going to clean that off though. Alright. Old, new. I've had this now about 3 years, and this is the first time I've done this work. Dog here. I wonder where that came from. Alright, there's that. I'm really surprised that that is all the air that comes into that, because this is definitely sealed. There are no vents in this at all. And I've heard of people saying that these things kind of starve for air. Now I can see why. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I may have to get back to you guys on that one. Alright, let's get that seated. Alright. I guess for now I will hook that back up until I know for sure. Alright, a spark plug right here. Just gently kind of wiggle this back and it should pop right off. And there we go. And it looks pretty clean. It's still a little warm. Looks pretty clean. I see what looks like a little bit of rust down in there, but you know, nothing that looks horrible. Looks clean. So I get my typical spark plug socket, and what did I do with it? Here. And that is clearly not going to fit. Now, this generator comes with a tool set, which includes a spark plug removal tool, and I really didn't think I'd ever really need it, but it looks like I do. I do not have that socket size, at least that I'm aware of. And the ones that might fit, it won't. I can't get it down in there, so that one does not fit. I'm not latching onto the. This one will. Yep. So, important safety tip. Keep this adapter that comes with it. Alright, it has a toolbar that goes with it. That's some engineering there. Alright. Let's get this turned a slightly different way. Wow. Alright. Alright, it wasn't too terrible. Alright, let's see what this looks like. It's not bad. I mean, it's got some soot on it, but when these things run rich, which from what I hear they do, you're going to have some carbon buildup. But that does not look too bad. Looks like it's turned inside the quality made adapter there. Alright. That is why God invented vice grips. Now, I do not recommend doing this if, you know, obviously if you're going to reuse it, but I do not intend on reusing it. All right, there we go. Whew. All right, not too bad. All right, there we go. Here's the ode, and it's a Bosch. is what came out of it, and the number is an F7RTCCN95. I got this E3, and it's supposed to fit. So if it doesn't, well, I guess we'll write some hate mail. All right, we'll see what it does. Oh, designed in USA, yay. Made in China, boo. All right, let's see how well this goes. Well, it's threading. All right, so that's not an issue. Okay, using the quality tools. That nice. There we go. And again, there we go. All right. So, I think we're good. Let's double check the... I didn't like the way that felt. I had to back it off a little bit. Okay. I think that's good. And this goes back on. There we go. All right. It's a little snug to get on there, but I guess that's what you want. You don't want any loose electrical connections. And I'm going to look into the whole air intake thing. If this is the only air supply, then I'm really surprised. I am really surprised. And then this line here looks like it goes, yeah, it goes to the bottom of the fuel tank. So I think this is what you cap off right here. Soon I'm going to do the change of the oil and the arrestor plug, or the spark arrestor on the exhaust, along with, there is this. If you have an RV and you're using 30 amp plugs, which you have to use here, this adapter, the adapter that goes into here, when you plug your power cord in for your RV, it wants to unhook it. Because when you plug the adapter in, you turn it to the right to lock it in place, but your cable, your power adapter, plugs into that adapter to the RV, wants to undo it. So you take this out and you just turn it 180 degrees, and it will then allow the weight of the cable, the power cable, to want to keep it in the tight position. So I'll be doing that and check the battery leads on that. But I wanted to get this done. We'll see how it runs in a moment. I did put a bolt in here. I'm going to lock that in place, kind of, sort of, just to hold that so we don't get any fuel spillage. All right, I'll put that to start. I don't think this is gonna, yeah, not enough battery juice. All right, ready? So I put a 500 watt light on it, put it under load. I had a adapter on this exhaust. That's what you heard rattling earlier. I don't know if it sounds any smoother or looks like it's running any smoother. It looks the same to me. So what I've heard from those other YouTube channels is that you get more fuel economy. So I guess the charcoal canister was somehow choking it or starving it for fuel, making it run rich, and supposedly you get more mileage out of this by doing this. So we'll find out. I think the runtime on this is, I think it says 8 hours, but I don't know I've ever gone that long without having to top it off. We'll see if we get more than that when I get this thing fully fueled up. Now, by taking the charcoal canister off, you can't go overflow. You can't put too much fuel in the tank. Otherwise, it's just going to spill out into that bay. All right, guys, talk to you soon.